Hey, this is Miracle Max. Welcome to Rise of Kingdoms, and we are here in the Lost Kingdom. Today I want to talk to you about the newest structure that opened and show you the battle report and scout report for it, and that is the sanctuary. But before I do that, we did have one major thing happen on the kingdom map. So I'm going to go ahead and take you out. I'm in simplified graphics mode. There's lots of action happening as far as with the caravans going on from the Silk Road speculators, and also with a little kill event going on. Um, so I have to keep in simplified graphic mode to be able to scroll around on the map. So here's what we have. So this is Kingdom 2, and Kingdom 2 we've talked about has over 20 players with tier 5, but they did something for the first time on the map no one else has been able to do. And we weren't sure um, after watching the first attempts when this item came live whether it would be something that could be taken down. But shout out to UCS in Kingdom 2 because they took the ruined Crusader fortress. And we talked about this structure and its horrific troops and skills of the leaders, and didn't think that anyone was ready to take it, and they have now taken it. This structure has a three-stage of rebuilding. So they've just finished rebuilding stage 1. And if we go in here, it talks about number 3, Reconstruction of Crusader Fortress is divided into 3 stages. Upon completing each stage, they receive a powerful buff. So congratulations to UCS. I am waiting for the battle report so we can see that. But if we do go back in to the original, and I go back to the, let's see, the ruined Crusader Fortress. This was the primary commanders um, that both had AoE circular damage, so no limit to the amount of enemies it could hit. It had a damage increase if there were less than 2 targets, increased by 100%, so double damage. Um, when the guardians are present, 99% damage reduction, so virtually doing no damage when there are guardians on the field. And then this is where it summons the guardians when it goes down by 30%. So these commanders really cause some problems. I'll take you through the secondary commanders' skills. Um, this was a killer skill, limited the amount of time you had to attack this structure to 6 minutes, um, and then an increase in skill damage. But again, shout out to Kingdom 2 and UCS for finishing phase 1 of this. I can't wait to see what phase 2 looks like, but they have managed to do that. Now, the other thing that UCS has done on the map, which no one else has done yet, is been able to capture one of the 4 sanctuaries. Sanctuary is located in each of the 4 corners. Here's one here that they captured. We have another one right here that no one has taken yet. Right here in this corner, and then another one up here. So 4 sanctuaries. This is the last structure that we have before we hop into the next zone. So if we look at our chronicles, you'll see that we are on the chronicle of controlling a sanctuary. After that comes the level 8 barb forts. Barb forts are getting much harder. A lot of fun trying to put together the armies for these. And then after that, the passes open. That is the update. Is the passes open for contention to move on into the next zone of the game. All right, so let's look at this sanctuary, and we'll go out on the map. And like I said, USC has, again, same alliance, has taken the one sanctuary on the map that has been taken. That is now theirs in their property, and that's a 10% march speed bonus. And they're also racking up Kingdom Honor and Alliance Honor points. So these go to those honor roll and Crusader achievements, the ability to get points to complete these events. Part of them come from the structures that you hold. So, it is important to get these structures and have them early on in the game. We are on 37 days left, so we've been here for now 3 weeks on the Lost Kingdom map. It seems like yesterday, but it also seems like we've been here always. So let's look at the sanctuary and let's see what it takes to get it. So we're going to go ahead and scroll back to the one that hasn't been taken yet. All right, so here is the sanctuary. Just looking at around real quick, the ruins have stayed about the same. I thought as we move deeper into the map, the ruins would get greater, but so far at this point, they seem to be about the same. We went ahead and did a scout on this sanctuary, and it is 3 million tier 5 infantry units. So this is a great time to bring out those archers. Yi Sung Yi is, the legendary commander I think that people would run to in this. Maybe El Cid. Just depends on who you have. So let's take a look at his skills. Now, this ruthlessness skill, we've seen a massive damage factor on all of the primary commanders, but this damage factor is 5,000. So this is the highest we've seen. 3,500 was the highest before that. And this has an AoE. It is in a fan-shaped area, so it's hitting more than one target. The second skill, after using a skill, reduces rage required to use the next skill by 100. So that would drop this rage requirement of 3,000 down to 2,900 the first time through, and then 28, 27, and so on. Our heal skill, every time the commander uses his skill, heals 3% of the units. And then, of course, we have the Deadly Force skill. During battle, heals 100% of the units every 300 seconds. So we have a 5-minute timer on this structure. And, shout out again to UCS for being able to take it down. And let's go see who they used. And the leader of UCS has been really great about sharing his battle reports with me. And that's helped me out a lot. So looking at this, the first thing I see is that this rally did 69.8% of the damage. So we had 2 rallies going. And he did go with a level 60 Yi Sung Yi and a level 46 El Cid. So 2 archery commanders against an infantry. That makes great sense in this game. We know that archers trump infantry. And we have a rally of 2 million with a slightly wounded of 5.4 million. So it looks like we had on this rally at least 4.5 million of reinforcements to this rally. And we know there were 2 rallies going on. So lots and lots of troops hopping in. If we go to the troop buffs, take a look there. So we had some really good buffs on our archers. That helps a lot. And I don't know if we can see these skills. That is a 555. So it looks like Yi Sung Yi, both of them were maxed out. Both Yi Sung Yi and El Cid have max skills. We can see that their expertise skills here were unlocked. So really strong commanders on this attack. And then if we look at the battle log, there we go. One thing that I wish these battle logs would do for us is that they would break down for us the total number of troops used and what tier they were and what type, rather than it just being units all at once. So Lilith, if you hear that, that would help me out in being able to show what we had on the map. So let's just scroll down and see how many turns this took. A turn is 1 second long, and we know that they had a maximum of 300 turns to take this down, or else they wouldn't have been able to. It would have healed completely. 21, this may take too long. Well, what I'll have to do is look at it. I don't think this scrolling is very interesting to you, so I'll look at it and I'll find out and let you know in the next video how many turns it took we should be right around the point where we start seeing some really big buffs coming in, and you can see all the active skills going on. Seeing what Minamoto did. We've got a Hannibal Barca in there. Um, Herman. Some decent leaders here as in the background. All right. I'm not gonna waste the time and scroll through 60 levels of that for you. All right, and then just before we go, let me give you a clear picture of what is going on the map so you can see. So Kingdom 2 has really taken over the entire top portion of the map as far as they could go. Every single pass that's available to them, they have blocked off into the next zone. So we knew that they were going to dominate, and they have. Kingdom 3, which I'm in, we have come out a little on this side and are making our way up to this pass here. This would be Kingdom 4. Kingdom 4 has run into some trouble towards the bottom. Kingdom 5 has definitely pushed up against them. So Kingdom 3 will just, we're trying to sneak in there between 2 and 4. So Kingdom 5 seems in pretty good position. Kingdom 6 seems pretty squeezed in on that side. Pretty squeezed in on both sides. Kingdom 7 seems to have some decent movement. Looks like they have a couple passes within their reach. Kingdom 8 has got one pass in their reach right there. Sorry, I didn't mean to push in for you. And they've been able to move up also. Mostly because Kingdom 1, again, has made the decision to stay inside Zone 1. So this looks like a permanent decision. You know, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 37 days. But at this point, it seems like they have made that decision to stay in there. And really, the main reason for this is Kingdom 1 became a jumper kingdom. It became the kingdom that people used to pick up Richard and Yi Song Yi. And a lot of the older players stopped playing in there or moved to other kingdoms when migration happened. So Kingdom 1 doesn't have much power to work with. And so they are just building as they can. And hey, we gotta do what we can. That's all we can do in the game. It is interesting now that I don't know if you've noticed in the game, but Richard and Yi Sung Yi were taken out of the chess in the top 30 kingdoms, so there shouldn't be as many jumpers going through Kingdom 1 anymore. So their future will be interesting to see. All right, well, let me head home and just give you a quick update. Let me get some more archers training. We'll go ahead and upgrade some level 2 to 4. I think if you've watched my videos, you know I just can't not click on the buttons. So how am I doing in the game? Where am I at? As far as individually, I am working on barbs. I'm nearing the 1,000 mark. I need to spend some time doing that. I'm well on track to hit 2,000 by the end of the 58 days. But I am very low on my individual honor points, so I need to start doing the things that accumulate those. As far as alliance, again, there's some rewards I could collect here if I had reached my honor points, and I haven't done that yet. But we're doing pretty good. We're on the 7th level. I believe Together We Rise goes up to level 14. So I still have a long way to go on that. And as far as our kingdom, again, there are rewards that if I can get my honor points up, I can collect. So it looks like I'm a few behind there. And just a quick reminder of how to get honor points for individual honor points. It is occupation of structures, such as the ancient ruins. I collected some in that video. And then defeating barbs, gathering, and barb forts. So I just need to be active. That's how I'm going to get those points. All right, so that is my video on the sanctuary. Next video, as far as main structures, will be on the passes falling. And I am going to do some videos just showing you what I'm doing in the game, get some barb attacks in, some barbarian forts in, and just start accumulating those points. All right, well, that's it for this video. Not too much to it. Again, the map is starting to take shape. There hasn't been much fighting amongst kingdoms, and we'll see as we hit the next zone and there are less and less passes and less objects, if we start seeing some battles. So we definitely have some structures coming up, and we still have two zones left. We have the next zone that we enter, which has two kinds of new structures, and then the final zone is where the Great Ziggurat, or which would be the equivalent of the Lost Temple, lives. So 4 levels in the Lost Kingdom map versus the 3 that we're used to in our home maps. So still have quite a ways to go on this map. All right, that will do it. And there's that structure that we're all waiting to take down. So once we hit here, we all get to go home. But we're still a ways away. All right, thanks for watching. Throw a like, comment, subscription, all those regular things. I appreciate your time, and I will see you next time. Go enjoy your day. Thanks.